Friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm Sheree. So glad you're here. Today I'm using up some scraps again, like I did last week. And last week I used up a pile of pretty much neutral, mostly neutral. There's a couple that weren't neutral like that one, but a lot of neutral scraps and just a pile of scraps that I said I'm going to use them up during this video, and I did. And what I did was decorate these envelopes. And if you didn't see that video, I decorated these envelopes because I have too many envelopes, and I thought I would like to use some envelopes as journaling cards. I thought that would be fun to take advantage of some nice paper. You've got 2 layers of paper in an envelope, and then by the time you put something on top of it, you've got 3 layers. And these all, we said, made good bases for journaling cards. And later on, when I'm putting them in a journal, I can coordinate these to the journal, whatever it's going in, and add a focal point if I want to. That one really is pretty, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, all very nice, and it was 19 envelopes we did in the last little scrappy session. And here's my pile. I said I wasn't really doing, I mean, I of course can do some of these longer ones. I don't know where I got these, to tell you the truth, but yeah, these are all the long ones. There's some off kind of white ones here. I really don't know where these came from. And then I have all of these. These are the ones I'm using right now because I think they just would they're a good size for a journaling card. So, and some of them, I might have used all the ones that had the flap stuck. But, and I mentioned, you know, I have done it where I've coffee dyed them, and then when you wet them, the flap loosens up and you can dry it with the flap open. So then here's one with the flap closed. Okay, good. I would like to use those up first, to tell you the truth. So today I have the pile of scraps here that I want to use up from the last few journals, 2 or 3 journals I've done. I seem to have collected a lot of scraps from those, and I like to keep up with my scraps. Here's another. Here's one with the flap partially closed. So all of these I'm going to separate here. The ones with the flap closed. Okay, I like this little one though. That's cute. If I need a little one, there's a little one there. So anyway, we've got enough to get started with, and then as we go, I'll look for that one. Some of these just have the, like, I could probably easily loosen up if I wanted to. See, like that, I could easily open these, but it's just that I have too many envelopes, and I had these in the other room to coffee dye anyway. And then I kind of thought of this, just making some of these into journaling cards. So let's get started with these, see how far we get. I don't know if we'll get 19 done this week. I don't know how many, you know, this will decorate. But these do come from like a couple of the same. Here's one we started last week that I just had this one scrap left. I said we'd finish it, so we'll start with that one. But yeah, these come from 2 or 3 scrapbook pads where they're coordinating, you know, they're going to coordinate really well. So let's see. Since we've got a piece of, kind of a light piece of ledger paper on this one, let's put that together with a couple of these colors right here, blue and yellow. That will probably look nice with that. So, well, that's a big piece. This is a thinner piece. And I don't want to make more scraps, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to try and not cut these in a way that's going to make a scrap. Like if I cut it, the piece I cut off, hopefully is going to be small enough where it will be trash. So anyway, let's cut this here. And so yeah, I had a lot of fun in the last scrap session and using up scraps this way. And I hope you did too. I hope you enjoyed it. And you know, if I use up all these today, I basically only have some file folder scraps to use up. besides more envelopes. Okay, that's a little bit too long. Let me cut off another little piece here. File folder. I do have all that tissue, sewing tissue I showed you last week. But of course I have a lot more sewing patterns, so I have a lot more sewing tissue. So it really doesn't matter if I use up that sewing tissue or not. But it would be good to use some of that up. So I'd like to use some of it up in just, you know, not necessarily sewing journal ephemera, but just ephemera, period. You know, maybe like just use it as a neutral element in a journal. Okay, I don't have any little tiny pieces, I don't think. So I really would like to use a piece of this yellow to go with that blue. I do have this little strip though, actually, and it's blue and red. It's not quite wide enough to fit right there to cover up like down to there, but I could just put it like right there and leave that open, and then later on when I use it, possibly cover that up with something. Let's do that. Let me get my ruler here. Sometimes I've been tearing it with my ruler and sometimes I've been cutting it, so let's just tear this off. It's just a little piece, and we're going to leave this one at this, the way it is. And then if I do come up with a little scrap, maybe we'll put it there. we shall see. Okay, so we're going to put this even with the top here, as far as here. And I did decide last week that I do like having a little border around where the envelope shows. I think it looks really nice. I see there's a little piece right there, but that almost doesn't really matter. Like later on, we might put something right here, so we'll cover that up, whatever our focal point is. So a little label or something. So we're going to leave that one as is for the moment. Oh, I'm trying to cover up the flap side and leave the other side for writing space. So that's my journaling card. And it's my base journaling card where I'll be adding a focal point later. Okay, so in some pieces, if they're this big, I just, you know, cover up the envelope with one piece. That way I have a nice sturdy journaling card. So I'm going to make a little pinch here and cut this. Try not to fold all the way, because then, you know, you got to deal with the fold that you made. But usually if you make a little pinch, it works out better for me anyway. Okay, this is a nice base, nice light yellow base. So let's see what we can get done. We'll count our envelopes at the end. And I will be caught up with my scraps except for those. So maybe next time we'll use up my file folder scraps, see what we can make with those. I mean, I like to keep up and use every little scrap, although I know when I use up my scraps, it's like, then I go and look for one and I don't have any. But I have plenty of paper, believe me, so not really a problem. Okay, so I'm gonna say that's done. So they all don't have to be collaged. They, like, you know, like this. They can be single pieces too, whatever I have. Let's use up these two. These are my two smallest pieces now. And so let's go ahead and use up. Let me see, does this, because I have another piece of that. It's life preservers on there. So I have another piece of that. Let me see what else this goes with. It would go with this. This is kind of like acetate, or I was calling it like plastic scrapbook paper. It was a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Trying to see if I would like to use this together. The red and the blue do go together, but I have a whole piece here. So if I use this on an envelope, let's see, what's my longest one that I have here? I guess this is my smallest one. And these are all the same size, so let me put these to the side for a second. So let's go ahead and we will tear this down to size. We're going to make sure it's on the right side. So this tears correctly and straight. There's another little piece, a little scrap we created. Okay, so this is going down. And this has got blues and greens in it. And then, so these pieces are the same size. I'm going to keep those together. I've got another piece of that, a good size piece. And let's see. I guess either this one. See, if I use this, it's not, it's not going to cover much. So I need to use a smaller piece. I guess I'll just use this. Tear it down. I mean, I do like the collage look. So, and it makes for a very interesting base journaling card. There's a tiny piece. I wonder if that'll fit over that little space. I think it will. That could be interesting. We will check it out in just a second. Let me get this one down. So there's so many things to do with your scraps. If you're watching this video, you probably have watched lots of scrappy videos using up scraps. There's so many things you can do, and I've done a lot of things, but I've never done this before, so I thought it would be fun and different. So there's another one that is cool, actually, with the blue, yellow, green there. And so here's the piece that we just did, where now this can go right here. We created a little, not on purpose, but now we have this little piece, we might as well use it. Might as well use it here. Why not? All right, we did it. Okay, so like when I use this, I'll put something on here that'll bring it all together. So that one we did today. Trying to make one pile of everything we're doing today, because I have the ones from last week here too. Keep those separate so we know what we did today. All right, next one. This is the smaller one, and then this is a bigger one. I've been doing them mostly this way. This would be a big pocket if I wanted a pocket. I guess if I wanted to say, like, turn this one into a pocket, I could actually even cut it in half later and use half of it. And then it would be open too, actually. I just now thought of that. Yeah, I could cut it in half, use each piece for a pocket, and I'd have the inside of the envelope as a pocket. And I could leave the back open and have that as a pocket. So that's another way you can use these envelopes. So yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot, actually. Okay, so let's put these two down. Let's see how we do with this. It's really fun when you get going on this too. I'm trying to remember to use the flap side. So you can definitely mass make these as we pretty much are today, one right after the other, or a couple at a time, whatever works. I don't ever kind of do assembly line crafting, like I don't have like 10 things lined up and do 10 things at a time. I think the most things I do at a time are 2 or 3 like this. If I do 2 journals, I can work on them up to a certain point, and then I'll stop and finish one and then finish the other one. Usually I don't really like doing 2 at a time unless I don't know. I really don't like doing 2 at a time. One time I did like 8 or 10 at a time. Long time ago. Long time ago. Years ago. Oh, it was terrible. It was like, it wasn't fun anymore. You know what I mean? It was like more like work. Like, am I ever going to get done with these type of thing? And I was like, I'm never doing that again. Yeah, you learn what you like, what you don't like. I mean, some people may like it, but yeah, it was too much like work for me. So I was like, I'm never doing that again. And I didn't. So, yeah, I did it a couple times and that was it for me. Okay, so I need to cut this in the right spot. This is the plastic. So about right. Let me get a little cut here where I need it. About right there. Yeah. Yeah, this was with some scrapbook paper that I got. This like plasticized or acetate. This is more plasticized. There's another one here that's more like acetate. This one's like acetate and this one's like plasticized. It's really interesting paper. But I did find it amongst some. I got a stack of paper at a thrift store and it was in between all the papers. You know, it was in there. I didn't even realize it till I got home and you know, because I just looked at it and like, oh yes, I like those colors. I can use those type of thing. I didn't like look at every piece or anything. It was, you know, one price for the whole stack. So I was like, yeah, those look like papers I can use. Brought them home and then found these in the middle of them. And I think when I showed you even on a Thrifty Thursday, I was like, we will stay tuned to see how I use those. I wasn't sure how I was going to use them because I never used them before. But they have been quite fun. I like them. I used them to make pockets. So, you know, big pockets. And if you watch my channel, you saw the flip through where I used them in some journals. So that looks nice. I like that. And you can't see the glue behind that. It'll dry clear anyway, but I don't really even see any streaks or anything if you're wondering. So there's that one, red and white and blue, really. Red, white, and blue. So here's this one. I don't want the whole thing to be this, so I want to blend this with something else. So let's see. These are small. These are all the smaller ones. I want a little bit bigger one to use some of this, and I think maybe some of this one. Those two look pretty together. So, gosh, I am really using a lot of envelopes here too. This is awesome. Okay, so I think I'm gonna cut or tear these into like in half. Okay, so let me just tear it. Sometimes it's easier just to tear it. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna tear this one, and this one I'll have to cut. So let me get this piece on here and then I'll see how big my acetate needs to be. So we're going to tear this to fit on here. Some of these I splashed a little. I had this by my coffee dyeing station and apparently I got them too close to my table and I splashed some coffee on these or something. I don't know what I did, but there's some coffee on some of these, which is just fine with me. I like coffee dyed envelopes, so a little bit of splash is fun. Whatever happened, maybe I spilled some. I splashed it on the table next to because these were on a table next to my coffee dyeing station. Okay, so yep, that's going to be pretty. I just heard something outside. We're trying to I've talked about the stray cats that we feed. It's really weird. Some of them come and go, and then all of a sudden there's a new one, and I don't know where they come from. But basically right now we're feeding one stray cat, and she has one kitten, and we're trying to get the kitten to make sure this kitten is safe. So there's someone that wants to adopt the kitten. So we're hoping the person will adopt the mama and the kitten. Okay, so I need to cut this about, let me turn it. Anyway, we want to make sure they stay safe. So we're trying to get the kitten either to and the mama into our garage where we can shut the door and shut them in there. And we'll have food and water and everything in there for them, but they'll be safe in there. Nothing can get in there. Or if they want to come in, if they'll come in the house, we'll even put them like, the mama's domesticated. She'll be fine, but the baby's not domesticated because she's been outside with her mama. You know, her mama is a stray cat, but somehow, I don't know, we've been feeding her and she's gotten really friendly. Like, she'll let us pet her and pick her up and scratch her, and she's like domesticated now. The mama is. And so, but the baby's totally, you know, fair. I mean, the baby won't come near us. So, even though the mom, I don't know, it's weird the way the mama is so friendly and the baby's not. I guess that's how they are. But anyway, so we're trying to get the baby in so we can domesticate her, or him, whatever. We don't know if it's a boy or girl. And then, okay, I need to cut this about right there. So, yeah, we're just trying to get him either inside where we can maybe like put him in the bathroom and get the baby domesticated, or get him in the garage outside where we can close the door and keep him safe in there until we get the baby domesticated and it can go to its new home. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I hope it works out where they can go to this family that would like to probably adopt them. I know they want the kitten, but I think they are cat lovers, and they just lost a cat to sickness. It wasn't a super young cat, but it wasn't a super old cat that they lost. So they really, you know, they love cats. They've always have, and so I think they would probably take both of them. The mama's really sweet too, so, and she's pretty. Both of them. The kitten looks like her mama too. Kind of a, I don't know what exactly this type of cat is called, but it's the kind that it's like grayish, but kind of like looks like a tiger. You know, it has like stripes or something on it. I don't know. They're really pretty. I think it's like gray and brown with like stripy design going through it, stripy pattern. I'm not sure what that one is called, but I'm not a cat expert, but I love cats. So there we go. That one's pretty. Another one down. So anyway, today we were trying to get them, or tonight we were trying to get them to come in. One either or, garage or house. And so we'll see. I'll check on them after this video. I checked on them before and they were sitting out. They're moving around, but they're sitting basically when I last left them out in the driveway. So the mama's just laying there in the driveway with her kitten. And I know she's guarding the kitten. You could see them, you know, when they're guarding their kittens. They're just standing, or she sits out from the kitten when she's on guard. She'll sit out and the kitten's like undercover, like under our deck or our stairs or something out back. And I'm trying to see if this is big enough here. I think if I put it in the middle it will be. But so the kitten will be undercover, and then the mom will be standing out, or sitting out in the yard, like on guard, like looking around, making sure there's nothing around, like no other cats or a dog walking by or anything else. I mean, we live out in the country, so there's all kind of critters out in our woods. So you know how it is if you live in the country. You don't know what's out there in the woods. I mean, there's things out there like foxes and things, so raccoons, whatever, any of that kind of stuff. So I don't know how, I don't think a raccoon would be dangerous to a cat, but I think a fox would. So that's what I'm worried about. I just would like to get the kitten in now that she's kept it safe so far, I know, but I just am getting worried. So, and now that we have somebody that wants to adopt, I want to, get it to safety and make sure it gets adopted, So, oh, this is a pretty one. I like these two colors together. This is from the, these are both from the not flea market, thrifted scrapbook paper pile that I got. I think they came in the same pile, I think. I think that pink one is from that pile, and this plaid one, both of these are from that same pile. They're really pretty together. Alright, another one bites the dust. Alright, we are making progress. So here's another red and blue, and these are red and blue. We've got some yellow here if we need it. That would go with these. And there's another big piece of this. But they're all cut-offs from that 12 by 12 piece. Okay. So I seem to be using the bigger envelopes because it's a little easier to use up these big pieces. So see, these are the biggest envelopes I have right now. So I kind of would like to use some little ones though. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make myself use some little ones too, because I really want to have little ones. Like those are the ones that are really going to be the best journaling cards, because I can just tuck it into a pocket, you know. The other ones, the pocket has to be big enough for them to fit in, or I have to use them as pockets and cut them in half and all that kind of stuff. Alright, I may put too much glue on here before I tore it, so now I'm going to have to maybe I have I have been folding them around at times, so we'll just do that. Since I put too much glue on there, we'll fold this over. Okay, and then let's see, this is a smaller piece here. Maybe we'll put this over here. We need to cut or tear a little piece off here, or just let me just get my scissors and cut a little sliver off here. Okay, that should be good. Yes. Okay, glue this down, and we're gonna need a little piece in the middle or on the side. Let me see where I decide to. Let's see. Do I have? Try to see what I have left here. Colors. Okay, yeah, no. I think we might put a piece of this red in the middle. This red plasticized one. So that, and then put a piece of this in the middle. Yeah, I think we'll put, because there's red in here. We'll just chop off a piece. Oh, I've got a piece of pink here too. Don't let me forget about that. All right, now. So I hope you're crafting with me. Yeah, that'll join it together. Okay. I would like it to be the right size though, so let me measure a little bit with my fingers here. My thumb. Yep, that looks good. Okay, I like that. You never know sometimes you never know what they're going to look like until you actually cut the pieces, put them down, and then you get them down and you're like, oh my goodness. And that's what I do all the time anyway. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Alright, that's cute. I like it. And you could actually write on this piece right here because it's so light. There's the back with that piece folded over. So, pretty adorable, I would say. So I'm trying to make myself use some of these smaller pieces. This is a smaller piece. I mean, smaller envelopes, and then these are the small pieces that I have. This is small. So, let's go ahead and use this. Ruler, where are you? Here you are. So not much is happening besides the cats. So that's fine with me. y'all are doing good. Okay, this one's going here. Oops, I put it on the wrong side. So if I do that, I've been decorating both sides instead, because I want to put it on the flap side. But if I put it on the wrong side like I just did, I decorate both sides. Do I want to move this over and just put it there, or do I want to overlap? I kind of want to move it over. Okay, so I guess I will. It means I have to cut a little strip off here. It was about 1/4 of an inch. So cutting off about 1/4 of an inch, and then I need to cut a little piece off the bottom. It's still going to overlap a little bit, but that's fine. So let me see if I can make a pinch. Yep, I can. So I'll let you know what happens with the cats. Animals. That's why we don't have any pets, because they're so worrisome. They had all the pets in the world when my boys were growing up, and now we said now that they moved out and they've taken all their animals with them, we said no more pets. Even though I love dogs and cats and animals, it's just I get too worried about them, and they're like, they're like kids. Just worry about them all the time type of thing. I'm a worrisome fur baby mother, so all right, that's pretty. I like that one. That one's done. I can't wait to use them and like add focal points and things like that, so I'll definitely show you that when I do that. So here's some little pieces I need to probably just put together and see what happens. Yeah, these right here. Maybe I'll go ahead and get that started. I used the one, right? The one with the ledger paper that we had from last week. Where is that one? That's that one right there. Okay, so I'm going to put these together now. Well, maybe I might need a little piece to fill in though, right? So, okay, I won't use those right now. It won't be, and here's another piece. We'll see what happens. So, I'm going to leave these for last because I can use these as pockets or something separate from the envelopes. So I might put these back on my scrap box and save them for later. So I'm going to put these to the side. I use some of that, but I don't necessarily have to use it all. So let's do something with this ladybug scrap of paper. Super cute. And let's see where it will fit on here perfectly. And these go every which way, so I can use it this way or this way. It's non-directional really. So I'm going to make a little cut like about right there. And this will be a nice journaling card now, little ladybug journaling card. It's got a pretty pattern on the other side. This is double-sided scrap of paper. It's a pretty red color, but that's okay. I like the ladybugs, and like I said, I can always cut them in half and use them in that way, which I really want to try that at some point soon, like in my next journal. So I'll have to get these out and just see different ways we can use them. You know what I mean? I think that would be a lot of fun. Okay, so there's a ladybug one. All right, which can be a journaling card. And then here's a smaller one that this is a good size piece, but it's probably, let me see if I have any that it will fit on without me cutting it. So those are too big. These are too small. I can see that. Too small for that one. It just about fits on there, but it's a little, technically it's too small. Yeah, that one's too small. This one's probably too big. So let's see. These are too small. Too small. Let's see this one. Oh, that's way too big. Okay, so I'm going to have to cut these down, or cut this down. Go ahead and put it on here. So I need a little sliver off over here, about 1/4 inch. I think I'm going to cut it off at this side, 1/4 inch. Only because there's a little bit of a branding strip over there. You probably can't see it, but I can. So I figured, and then okay, so then I'll cut off a little bit at the top here where we have like half. I need to cut a little bit off here, so I'll cut this off that I have where I have half ladybugs there. We'll cut the half ladybugs off. Let's see if that is the right size. Oh, it's perfect. Okay. It is a little hard to cover up the pretty other side, you know, when it's double-sided scrapbook paper. It is a little hard to cover that pretty side up, for me anyway, because I don't like to cover up anything, hardly, but I am using it, you know, I'm using it. It's not sitting around doing nothing, so that's what the thing is. I'm using it, so it will be used. It is used, and it will go into a journal at some point, hopefully soon, right? Okay, here's another little piece. So I've got all these little pieces now, and I've got, this is one-sided, and then I've got all these little strips. So let's see, this could go together, this could go together, this would go together too. This is pretty together. Okay, so, and this, what would this go with? This will go with, this probably goes with this better than anything. So let's see, let's use this first, because this is going to be my hardest one to use this one with. Oh, well, I have two sides though. Yeah, I forgot. All right, and that won't be my hardest one then, because I can use both sides. All right, let's do that. Let's use this side on this one, the plain side. Yeah, that'll be cool together with something. So that's a pretty color. Okay, let's do it. Yes, ma'am. That's going to be pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right. So there's a piece. Let's get a couple going here with that. Do I want to turn it over? No, I think I still want to use. Let me cut this one down. I'll have a little piece left on that now. It is fun to put little pieces together though. Oh, and it says, "You are very sweet." Look at that. Isn't that cute? I'm going to save that one and use that on something, and I might cut it down a little bit to make it look like a sticker or something. We might put it on one of the others as a focal point even. We shall see in just a moment. That is cool. I like that. Interesting. You are very sweet. See, there's a little bit right here. I can cut off this piece. Maybe. I don't know. I might need to leave it. I'm going to leave that because it will be too close to the UR if I cut that off. So now, right now, it's got a nice frame on it. It's pretty square, but it needs a little shape. So I'm just getting it ready to go somewhere, this little scrap. So I'm going to punch the corners and make it look like a ticket. I'm on a ticket binge lately, making things look like tickets. So that kind of looks like a ticket now. I don't think it's perfectly square, so it's why if it looks whopper-jawed, it's because it is. Okay, so now this will look pretty with that. Okay, I think we're safe on the rest of it. I mean, this would go with anything too. This is double-sided too, but I love this flowered side. We're using that definitely. I should probably go check on the kittens, or the kitten and the mama. See if they came in yet, or they went into the garage. I'm more worried about them overnight, but things can happen during the day too. So, but they were okay today. They were just there, like I said before the video. They were out in the driveway. Okay, why did I not put enough glue on there? It's like, just need to kind of brayer it down with my fingers. A little bit right here. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of funny how I'm the only one worrying about them. Nobody else is worried about them. Like, why aren't you worrying about them? Why am I the only one worried about them? I guess because I think they're going to be okay. But I got to worry about them, I guess. Okay, so that can go somewhere like that. Or, let me see real quick. One that looks like it really needs something to bring everything together. That one, this one here. I mean, it's okay on there, but I don't really, yeah, I might not even be able to use it tonight. We'll see. I mean, it looks cute on here, but I don't know if I like it next to that paper, next to the flower paper. It's okay, but we'll see. So that one I'm going to put away and get another piece for here. I'm going to have lots of little pieces here. Maybe we'll make them all look like tickets in the end. It'll just be put them in my ticket stash that I don't have. I don't really have a ticket stash. I mean, I have actual tickets, but I don't have tickets that I've made. If I've made them, I've used them. You know what I mean? I haven't made any just for my stash because I already have a lot of actual tickets. So, but it's fun to, oh, I do have some that I haven't used, that's right. I forgot from just the last couple of journals. I made a couple of strips and haven't used those yet. Yeah, I haven't used all of those. I used quite a few of them though, actually. Used quite a few in the last couple of journals. That's why I have some left though, because I made so many. Okay, next envelope. So here's another little piece. Okay. I like this little one here. So I'm getting too many little pieces here, I think. Don't you think? So I think I need to use some of the little pieces with these big pieces. This is going to take up a whole thing here, though. Let's go ahead and use this one on here. I just want to combine some of these little pieces with these bigger pieces, but I need to have smaller big pieces, if you know what I mean. They're too big right now. So this will be pretty on here. Maybe that little "You Are Very Sweet" will look good on here. We'll try it. Here's where I bent it a little bit, so let's put some up there. Alrighty. Putting it on the flap side. Okay, I don't know. It's okay, but no, That's not quite right for that piece. Okay. Make sure all my edges are down here flat. That one, look, that's pretty actually. I like that. Okay, so that was perfect. All right, so let's do that again. Up to a little bit up into the yellow. I got to cut here on this one. A little bit up into the yellow, and it will be the right size. Yep. There's another smaller piece. Okay, and that's going to look super cute. We are getting this done. I think it's going to be shorter than the last one, this video. I hope you didn't mind the last one being so long. I was just determined to get those scraps used up during that video, and we did it. So we're getting them used up during this one, but I think I have a few less scraps in this pile than I did last week, so it's going to go a little faster. That's really pretty, isn't it? On there, that's really a great base. Okay, and then I'll get a couple more here, and we're going to be almost done. So let's see. How do these go together? How do these want to go together? I think that is really pretty. So let us cut this about right there. Another little piece. We're going to be putting a bunch of little pieces together. I was trying to maybe put some little pieces and some bigger pieces together. I don't seem to be doing that, do I? That's what I had in my head anyway, but I'm not doing it for some reason. Okay. I mean, I could try it with this, but just these look so perfect together, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I could try putting this one, and then this one. Should I do that? Let me see. So about like that, and like that. I mean, that's, this is not the perfect length. I would like it to be a little bit longer. So, well, what I would do is just cut this off a little bit. Okay, so I can do it. Let me see. I need to cut a little bit of this white off I want to get it just right. These don't have to be just right. I just, it's just me. I have to put my squares together. I guess I'm a little OCD about putting my squares and rectangles together. But this is, like I said last week, this is my favorite type of collaging. Just putting these squares and rectangles next to each other in a uniform pattern. Oh my goodness. I mean, I can't help it. I'm sure I'm not the only one. All right, this is a little bit, I need a little strip cut off here, and I want it to be right, so I'm going to cut right here. There we go. All right, I think that should do it. I think I should be happy with that. So we're going to do it. I'm going to put a big square next to two little squares. That's what I was thinking already in my head, but I just hadn't done it, so now I'm making myself do it. But I like these colors together. Just they have to fit right. All right, and this little flowery piece. Right here. Oops. Right here. Okay. There we go. I did it. I'm like a 2-year-old. I did it. Mom, I did it. Mom. Okay. Now we really have to put the little pieces together. For real. Okay, so this is one-sided, so we're going to get a piece of this and go from there. Start putting our little pieces together with the last of our bigger / longer pieces. And we just made another little piece. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Could do it like, oh, that's pretty. I like that. What else do we have here? Not much else, really. I guess we can go with this piece of this. And then we'll have a little something. We need to put a little something there. I wonder if that little piece will look good there. It might. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this down. Let's do it. We kind of have to. This is all we have left. What is this? There's two little tiny pieces, but I think they're going to be trash. But they're there in case we need them. Okay, so I don't mind covering up this little white part of this. There's a little white part right there. I don't mind covering that up. So this is overlapping a little. And I need some... Did I not glue this down yet? I just put it down there. I didn't glue it down. Okay, let's do that. I thought I glued that down already. I did not. Okay. What is that? Part of it? Oh, that's part of the flap. Okay. All right, so options. Do we have options? Okay, I'm going to cut a piece. We're just going to go with the flow at this point and see what happens. I do have some strips over here too if I need them from my from cutting, trimming. Which I think I'm going to need a strip right now. That's why I'm saying that. Like a, a smaller strip. I have this, and I have this branding strip with some pretty paper on it. And those two. The rest of everything over here is trash. Because they're like little tiny slivers. That is all that's over there. Let me get rid of that. Okay, my garbage can is too far away. But I mean, I reached it. I had to get up there and reach over there. Okay, so this is why I'm saying this. I'm probably going to need a little strip right here. So let's put this down. A little watermelon piece. Watermelons, cherries, oranges, and strawberries, and bananas. Little fruity piece. Right there. I just butted it right up against that piece. It's a little bit long. There's a stirring or something. What is that? Okay, got it. All right. So I needed something right there. So I have this. And that is pretty good. But I think, let's see this one. Oh, let's see no, that's half ladybugs. I don't want the half ladybugs. This little branding strip piece might be perfect. Yes, I think it will be. Let's see this piece right here. A slice of summer. It kind of narrows it down to having to use it during the summer. It's kind of summery anyway, but see that? It's a little bit long. Let me chop it off here. And I can chop a little bit off over it. Well, let me make sure. Get out of here. Okay, right next to the camper I can cut, I think, and it'll be just perfect. A slice of summer. That's from the branding strip. I keep on getting a string in here. I think I got it. I think it's gone now. It keeps reappearing. Okay, so this is from the branding strip. But Echo Park has these cute little pieces on either side. You can cut up the branding strip usually and get little pieces. Like that's the name of the scrapbook paper, A Slice of Summer. And I have used those in the journal and put them in the goodie pack. And they make a really cute little piece if you can use them. So there it is. That's cute. Okay, we're done with that one. And we might have enough to do one more here. Hopefully we can use them all up on this piece. Let's see. This is a bigger one. Let's see, should we use two bigger ones or two smaller ones or one bigger? Let's use two smaller ones. If there's some left, I'll just save it for the next scraps and put more scraps on it when I get more scraps. If I can't finish the last one. So we'll see how it turns out. But we're going to use, this is our longest piece here. We're going to use this one first. So I have two pieces of watermelon already. And these are, this is kind of non-directional, but the oranges are really the only thing that are directional on this paper, and they go a certain way, and they have a green leaf on the top, and I don't think they're ever upside down. So that's the only thing you got to watch out for on this paper is the oranges. Make sure they're in the right direction. You're good to go. Okay, so there's one. Let's do this one next. Well, actually, let's do this one next. That's going to fit there perfectly. A little square of pink plaid. Right there. Put it right up against that other watermelon piece. It fits there perfectly. Okay, so how about this? I can put it, I think I'll put it here and cut a little piece off right here. Let me see if I can cut a straight line here real quick. Oh, pretty straight, pretty straight. So we'll glue this down. This is cardstock. This was papery and that was cardstock. That's a lot of glue. I think I turned it around, didn't I? I think I had the pink the other way, but this is fine. Either way. Either or. Looks fine. Okay, now I need one more piece over here. I could put that there. And there, or I could put that there. I put that there. I could put this here. You like that laugh? I think it's gonna work. That was that. I think that was my I think it's gonna work laugh. I think it's gonna work. Although I would like that to move over. Sorry, I got glue on my fingers. Okay, there's trash, 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 trash. Our little sign, you are very sweet. We're doing it. We're putting it down right here. I knew it would come in handy somewhere. Or I was hoping it would. There we go. Right there. And it looks good. I like it. With all those colors and all those pieces. It brought it all together. You are very sweet. Journaling card. That might be my favorite one. I don't know. We'll see. So I just have a few pieces left. We're just going to put all these pieces on here. I don't care if they go together or not. They're just all going on here. They are all going on here. Whether they like it or not, or whether I like it or not. Okay, we're leaving a little frame. And we're just going to see how it all comes together. And if I don't like it, too bad. If I don't like it, it's too bad. It's just a blue piece of scrap of paper, so that's fine. Here's a little plaid piece. I'll put this one like this. I might put it over here. I think I better put it next to that one. I'll just fill in the spaces with whatever I have here. And we'll see if we have any spaces left. Okay, so this one's going here. I'm not overlapping them. I just put it right next to it so we can fill up this space. And make sure it's all glued down. Okay, next we have this. I need to get this glue off my fingers. It's kind of driving me a little crazy. Alright, so I kind of don't like it going this way. It looks like looks like this needs to go this way. So I need to get my ruler. We still have a few strips here, so I need to tear this right here. And I need to make it shorter this way. So let me see. Let me get it in the right spot and tear it in the right spot. About right here. Oh, it moved. I didn't have it down. I didn't have my ruler down tight enough. Alright, we're gluing this down. Next, we might make it cover this whole envelope with all these little pieces. So that goes together. Alright, and now I need a little strip here and a little piece there. So I'm going to put this strip here all the way up. So it needs to be cut about right there. This is from the branding strip again. So those Echo Park branding strips really do come in handy. I save them for my strips if I don't use them for anything else. I save them for my strips, and I just cut off this little piece that they have colored and use it in my strips that I sew together. So anyway, this is going here. And now one little square we have left. What do we want there? Let's see. The ladybugs. Oh, see, I have all these colors. This is the half ladybugs. We have this. But the biggest pieces we have that I'm avoiding is this right here, which I didn't really want there, but I think it's going to go there because it fits. Except it's a little bit too big, so I can move it up and just cut off, or I can cut off a little sliver here. I still might need another piece though, because it's not going to quite fill in. This piece is okay there though. Like, you know how I said I didn't. Yeah, oh yeah, I see what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, it's still going up and down, but it's a different piece of that same paper. It's still going up and down now. That's how I seem to like this pattern, going up and down and not across. Okay, there's barely a little strip right there. What shall we do? I think we need something different. Oh, here we go. Here it is. We're going to put that right there, whether we like it or not. Like I said, we're using all these little strips, whether we like it or not. Oh, it's too long. Hold on, I need to cut. I don't want it overlapping that piece down there. And this is just a white piece anyway, so we're going to cut that off. Get that out of there. All right, we've done it. All the rest of this is trash, whether I like it or not. Oh, this one says, oh, that says the same thing, yeah. Okay, so we're getting rid of all of this, and we've used up all the scraps. Let's see how many journaling cards we made this time. Oh, wow. We made 19 last time. And so I'm going to show you what we made. And we're going to count them again. And then we'll see how long the video is. If it's any shorter than last week. So here we go. 1, cute, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. One less than last week. Oh my goodness. Look what I have. Oh my word. I had a whole other piece of paper hanging out over there. Oh my goodness. Let's do it real quick here. You know I have to use it, right? Okay, we're going to just do this real quick. That'll be number 19 and number 20. Maybe I'll have a tiny envelope I can put that last piece on and it won't have to have it a partial. I think I did have a tiny envelope in there. Oh, I can't believe that was over there. It was just hanging out. I was like, is that all the envelopes? And I looked over there in the corner of my table, and there was this piece of paper. I did not mean to do that. That is weird. But this is 19. Make sure I'm putting it on the right side. Yes, I am. 19. Oops. Don't wrinkle it, Sheree. Oh, that's partially coffee dye, too. 19, and I need a little envelope for this. Let's see. I think I did see a little envelope in here, didn't I? Or did I already use it? Look at how much my stack went down. Oh, no, here's the other envelopes. I got envelopes everywhere. Okay, let me find the tiniest one. Here we go, right here. I think that's the tiniest one in here. Is this the same size? No, that's bigger. Okay, I think that's the tiniest one left out of all these envelopes. So let's see how this fits on here. Yeah, I still need a little piece here, but I'll worry about that later. We'll just put this down. This is number 20. So we made one more than last time. But we used up all those scraps except for those plastic pieces that I said I'm going to save for pockets because I think, I know I can make pockets out of those, and they're not paper, they're different, so I would like to not use them on the envelopes. I mean, I use some pieces of it, but I don't need it all for envelopes. So there we go, and I'll put a little something down there. We'll be good to go. So now we've got all of these. So thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed another scrappy session using up scraps, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day.